The hiding of true colors, the hiding of true intent. What's good? What's going on, my skin post? Welcome to the channel. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and share, get the word out, show your love. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm not ignorant to the fact that what I'm talking about is not a new concept, um, and it's been found in modern day times in PUA, pickup artists. Okay, PU, pickup artists. So guys will try to use a technique where you try to you're trying to get with the woman, and then you put on just game. You just reason them out, and you don't show your true colors, and but your motive is to sleep with them. Now this is a thing, and guys in the red pill circles try to teach guys to do that, but the effects, the it's not very difficult to read into this once you understand what's going on with the mirroring technique. Once you see the methods being employed, okay. So, but what I've noticed has caused the most damage in terms of when the opposite sex uses the hiding of true colors or real intent or real motives. This thing, I'm only talking about it because it's got devastating effects, because it's come to light, especially because of TikTok. It's come to light that oftentimes a woman in survival mode may not even like you, but she'll lay down with you for the purpose of the true intent. The true intent could be, I want to get his money. I want him to marry me because I'm used up. There's such a thing as being used up. We like to pretend like things stay valuable with much use. That's not the case. There's such a thing as being used up when you've been passed around. So the sad part is that a lot of guys, we are not often privy to this information about women, because oftentimes we're presented with the programming that a woman is a woman, protect her, like no matter what the circumstances or the conditions, always be good to a woman, don't do this to a woman, protect the woman. And even women themselves, they can't do no wrong. When something does go wrong, or when they've done something wrong, they're gonna blame it on me. There's no accountability. So I'm making this video primarily for the young people, because oftentimes they're not able to gauge what is a true motive, what's true color, what's a true intent. Now, how do you know what's a true color, what's a true intent? Now, oftentimes before you start messing with a woman, or start messing with a girl, you may find her doing certain things that you couldn't care for. You don't want them part of your life. Okay, let's say you are an aspiring athlete. You meet a girl, at a club, wherever you meet her at, and she be like, "Wow, you're about this life. Oh, I can see myself fitting into your life so well." And you're like, "How?" It's like, "Oh, teach me." Now, one of the innate desires for men is to teach women. So if you find a woman is not doing certain things, let's say she's not eating healthy, she's not training, and she said, "Teach me," you're like, "Oh, okay, cool. This woman just needed my guidance to be about this life." Okay, so now she likes you. Yeah, you may not even care for her too much. You just, you may just be talking to her, or you just wanted to smash, but you start to get into, oh, I can see how I can improve her life just by her eating right. You show her, and with all absolute keenness, her eyes glaring at you, she gonna take your lessons on. Okay. Now the reason why she's doing this is because, and she may not deliberately saying, "I'm going to see this man," but she's obsessed with you, so she's willing to be about what you're about. And that's the part where the deception kicks in, because you are liking the fact that this person, oftentimes, it's also known as the mirroring technique. You are liking the fact that this person is about what you're about, is is wanting to know about you, is wanting to eat the way you eat. And then, so if the things that are matter to you, let's say eating right, she's like, "Oh, I could prepare the meals," and she just makes that part easier for you. And now instead of you prepping them things, you're like, "Oh, baby, I just brought you this. I just brought you some avocados. I just brought you some kale, because I know you need that for or I brought you some legumes. I know." And she understands even what those things do to the body. Okay, so what does occur to the brain, the male mind, is this girl is really, really likes me because if she's willing to go above and beyond for me to do these things, she must really like me. Okay. Now the spectrum can range very far and wide as what they're willing to do. Some girls even play the religious card. If you're a church person, she's gonna start coming to church with you. You know, religious camps, she come with you. Bible study, she gonna be attending, front row seat, just adoring you because in her mind, this is what she's about. Okay. Now bear in mind, all this time before you, she was about a different life. Okay. Now something's triggered her that she was tired of that, but she was about a different life. Now she admires you maybe for one thing, and that one thing makes her change all things because she wants to be in your life. Okay, and maybe she may have an innate desire inside her. Maybe one of the things is she, no man has ever committed to her in a very serious way, or she desires to have a child, and this can happen at different stages. It's more pronounced and more magnified when they're in their 30s or close to it, the females I'm talking about. So she gonna do all them things that she starts to really, really about like what you see this, you're like, wow, this woman fits in so well. So then you start to plan with heart and mind, and because you are probably having sex as well, it's gonna make it easy for you to just see this woman as your woman. So in herself, if she was to sit down and critically ask herself, am I this person that I'm being for this person? The answer will be no. But she has not taken the time, and you have not analyzed the past life that she used to have and the people around her that she used to keep, whether it's her mother or her friends, that she was nothing like that. You may hear commentary like, oh, she changed. She never used to be like this. So now you think that you're the power man, you're the Superman. You've made a change in her life. So now, oftentimes when there's a commitment or a child or a marriage, that's when the true intent comes in. True colors. She's like, oh, I don't really like eating that food. I prefer to eat this. And you see her buying pizzas now and burgers, and shakes. And all of a sudden you're like, but I was about this life before, was I not? You know, and then you cannot check her because she's like, hey, because she knows now you're in too deep. And oftentimes, that's why the reason I'm talking about this point. Oftentimes, the men they're already in a marriage. There's already a child, and there's nothing you can do because she knows how to work the system, work the laws. There's no accountability. If you were to take the story to social media, you are wrong. You are wrong as far as that's concerned. Even her in her mind, you shouldn't have to force her to change. But before that, she was the person. So the falsehood pops up. The true colors now show. And the intent now is like, hey, let's say, especially if it's marriage or a child or marriage, a house and a child, then now I need to be myself. I shouldn't have to succumb myself to be under this man, this authority. But before she had the innate need, now it's been met. So now the hidden character now it comes to surface, and that's what you're dealing with. It was there, but it was just colored with this newness that she fancied about you, she liked about you. So now she's that excitement because she got you now is no longer there. So that now the other part is kicked in, and the motive, and now she can attain, and she wants to return to herself because society tells her, hey, if he leaves you or you leave him, you can have it all. And unfortunately, a lot of men have been played, whether from a younger age of dating to older men who are married, and that's why it's often a very hard road for men when the true colors are hidden and the motives are hidden. If you reverse the thing, it's often about the man pursuing a woman just for sex. But oftentimes, when a woman does do this thing, it's pursuing him even to his death sometimes. Because some men die trying to provide, trying to do this for this woman who oftentimes, when things are attained, you'll find that there was no love even there. Like, love wasn't even there. It was just something, almost an act. The true colors of the individuals were always hidden, and the intentions, and couple that with sex, and you're emotionally attached. That's why a lot of guys get done dirty like that. I have said enough. Peace, love, and blessings.